Welcome to the vault.
Welcome. Today we're going to talk about three things: authenticity, brand, and vision. Focusing on vision is the reason why billionaires are billionaires, millionaires are millionaires, and why the truly successful are able to, with pinpoint accuracy, hit their target. Let's go. Authenticity starts with what resonates with you. So what makes you tick? What do you want to do? Your brand. So my brand is Gavinadhd. So that's my brand. So my brand encompasses martial arts, being a mentor, sales and marketing, because that's my expertise. I've got an advertising business. But I've got so many facets. Zen, you'll see some Zen books in the background. So I have so much knowledge to give, so much experience in life. I'm 36 years old and I have done so much in my life. So with all that experience and having ADHD, it's too much. It becomes overwhelming. Basically the human potential is limitless, and within myself it's limitless, just like you. So trying to convey a message is almost impossible. It's like a paragraph long, right? It's like a scroll that just rolls down to the floor, right? It just continues. It's forever, right? So when you've got your brand based on your authenticity, you must be specific in this. So everyone thinks that, you can just now go away and do, what your brand is, and over here I'll do stuff that's segmented, and you kind of segment everything, right? I'll do this one task here, I'll work with one person here, I'll make one video on this topic, I'll make this one video on that topic, and it's all segmented. And the problem with that is it's like doing one task and done. It's just done. It's not going to be a part of the brand. It's more just a kind of a task that needs to be completed. So your vision should be simplified, and it should be a part of your brand, which stems off from your authenticity. And that's the coolest part, is that with authenticity, brand, and vision, it all combines into one. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is a perfect story of this. I don't know if you know the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and if you do, then I'm going to keep this really short for you. If you don't watch his documentary, if he can do it, you can do it. He had everything against himself. So he wanted to be in America, a bodybuilding champion, and an actor. He couldn't leave Austria because in 1958 you had to have served 2 years in the military to have actually then left Austria, to be given a passport, to then leave Austria. From there, he then went to London, won like a Mr. Universe in London, and then travelled to Europe, but then finally went to America. He then got to America at the age of 25. He hit the nail on the head and became a bodybuilding champion, an actor, and also a successful movie star, right? So his vision was so clear. Whether he knew at the time about vision and what he talks about now, he had simplified it so much that it didn't matter if he went to Antarctica, he was going to land in America and fulfill his destiny. It's like throwing a hammer from Austria, throwing it, spinning, right? The hammer's spinning, and then it goes into America and it hits the nail right in the head perfectly. Boom. You can't call that luck. You can't call that coincidence, because it's just not coincidence and it's just not luck. It can't be, it's impossible. But I have the secret. So when I talk to you about vision, you might think of the secret. Closing your eyes, visualizing what you want. I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire, I am successful, I am rich, I am happy. But that's not vision. So we've already got authenticity, right? So we can work on that together if you want. You've already got your brand. So my brand's Gavinadhd, right? It encompasses a million things. Now I've got vision. So my vision is like, what could I, between 1 and 3 words, what could describe my brand? And I'm going to give you a better and more grander way of looking at this. If I was to put £1 million or $1 million on your lap today, what would you do? Would you go, yes, now I can achieve my brand and my goals quicker now, right? I've got £1 million, I don't have to worry, I can now just go for it. Or would you say, thank goodness, now I've got £1 million, I can give up on that, right? So, with your brand, right, what 3 words could represent yours that encompasses every limitless human element, limitless, that you have within you in potential? Something that if I was to put £1 million on your lap, you would then go, right, now I can use this to make myself better at this one thing. So for Arnold Schwarzenegger, believe it or not, his vision, his word, his brand that he narrowed it down to was 2 words. And it was actually a person's name. It was Reg Parks. Reg Parks even looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know another person that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger than Reg Parks. And that was his name. That was it. So in his head, he wanted to be Reg Parks. This is his own words. I wanted to be Reg Parks. And then he said later, I wanted to be like Reg Parks. His vision was Reg Parks. And Reg Parks was in America, speaking American, a bodybuilding champion, and he was also a lead movie role actor. Now, when Arnold Schwarzenegger went to America, he had poor English. The actual film director laughed at him and said, your name's too big for the screen. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, how can you even put that on a screen? And you're too big for the screen. You'll never be a lead role. Al Pacino, those are the guys. Robert De Niro, they're the guys that are successful as a lead role. Not you standing there like Mount Everest. You'll never be a lead role. So he went into speech and language. He went into acting classes. He shaped up to the right size for the role, what they wanted. And he got the role that Reg Parks had, which was Hercules. But that was a crappy role in a sense. It wasn't much talking. It was very kind of like, there was no CGI anyway, let's put it that way. And the point I'm making is he continued on that path. But everything that Arnold Schwarzenegger did from the age of 14 years old was his vision, which was Reg Parks. That was it. And that took him all the way around Europe, the UK, Europe, and then to America to exactly hit the nail on the head. So for me, I'm like, what encompasses everything for me? And it's motivational speaker. Now, I'm not talking about modern day influencer, 20-year-old motivational speaker. I'm talking about the Tony Robbins. I'm talking about the Jim Rohns, the Brian Tracy's. I'm talking about the Bob Proctors. I'm talking about the real guys. The guys who would sit with people and work on their brand with them. Who would sit with a family and go over what they wanted for their future, what their vision was. What did they want authentically? These are real motivational speakers that actually helped people, that were there to help people, not to bamboozle them. And I could even narrow that down to speaker. One word. And it encompasses martial arts for me. It encompasses everything in my life. It encompasses every single element and future element, even new strands of elements. But what it also does is it shaves off all the edges. I was able to delete loads of paragraphs of what my brand was and everything else to make it in alignment with basically being a motivational speaker. So when you have a vision, have you ever heard of this? It's like a saying for me. This is my saying, right? It's like aiming for heaven and landing on the moon. Whew. So you shoot for the stars and you land on the moon, right? Now, if you've got no vision, you have no pull. You're just doing segmented tasks and trying to get somewhere, but you can't. It's impossible. Whereas everything I do, when I go to classes, if I do like different groups or presentations, or if I go to the gym, everything is to be a better speaker. And it's how it brings everything together. For me, it's my apps. If you give me 1 million or 2 million or 10 million tomorrow, I would say, right, okay, I've got more freedom to go and become a better speaker. I can help more people with that money. I can convey more what's in here and speak it better through here than I could before because I've practiced. I would do more warm-ups with my voice warm-ups. It's basically all perfect in design. I could go to the Antarctic tomorrow. I could go to war tomorrow. And still, I will come back and be a motivational speaker. Because nothing can pull me away from that now. I have a full vision. And that vision is actually pulling me towards it. And I'm here to show you how to do that. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm giving you everything.